I'm off to see the wizard.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the clues in the Wicked for Good trailer that hint at how the film might veer down a different yellow brick road from the one we follow in the stage musical.
This is between us, the wizard, and I.
We will be discussing plot points, so this is your spoiler warning. Number 10, Girl in the Bubble. Some time ago, we learned that in For Good, each of our leading ladies would get a new original song.
It's good to see me, isn't it?
Glinda's is reportedly called Girl in the Bubble. Ariana Grande shared that it comes during a, quote, pivotal moment in Glinda's journey, and one that we don't get to see on stage. We're guessing this might mean that we'll see how she steps into the role of Glinda the Good, the real story, one that contrasts with Madame Morrible's version of events.
When you bowed before his throne, he decreed you'd hence be known as Glinda the Good, officially.
Some trailer shots, like Glinda putting on her tiara or walking to her bubble, might be from this number. Either way, it's clear we're meeting a very different Glinda from the one we met in Part 1. Number 9. The Flashbacks. In the first trailers, we caught glimpses of moments we couldn't quite match up with anything from the stage musical. The film didn't explain all of them, but we've since learned they're from a series of flashbacks.
Our paths did cross. At school.
At least one of those shots shows up again in the For Good trailer. In Part 1, we saw it briefly as Glinda remembers her friendship with Elphaba, so we're guessing this image is once again from her memories.
But you must understand, it was a long time ago.
The film already explored their bond more deeply than the stage show ever could. Now, with both women in very different places, this flashback feels like a bittersweet nod to what they had and how much has changed since.
I know I'm who I am today because I knew you.
Number 8. Madame Morrible conjures up a storm. Quite late in the stage version, we, along with Glinda, learned that Madame Morrible is the one who conjured up the tornado that brought Dorothy to Oz.
You listen to me, Missy. You may have fooled the rest of Oz with this anti-good routine. I know better. You wanted this since the beginning. Now you're getting what you wanted, so just smile and wave.
Don't forget, weather is her specialty. However, surprisingly, this twist appears to be revealed in the trailer, with Madame Morrible seemingly casting a spell by a window where a tornado can then be seen.
The Wicked Witch can't elude us forever.
And while we're on tornadoes, that's not the only one in this trailer, suggesting perhaps the larger storm that lies ahead. Still, given how this plot point is a pretty major reveal in the stage version, we certainly didn't expect to see it shown so openly and so soon in the trailer.
It's you. You're behind all of this.
Number 7. Glinda's Wonderful Time. There's a brief, almost blink and you'll miss it moment where Elphaba, Glinda, and the wizard are dancing together in the palace. Like many Wicked fans, we think this shot is from Wonderful, where the wizard tries to woo Elphaba into joining forces once again while explaining how he became the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
It feels wonderful. They think I'm wonderful. Hey, look who's wonderful. This corn-fed hick.
But hang on a clock-ticking moment, we don't recall Glinda being there for that. Doesn't the wizard deliberately clear the area so it's just him and Elphaba?
In fact, it's so much who I am. It's part of my name. And with my help, you can be the same.
Having Glinda present changes a lot. We're intrigued to see what her role is in this scene, if that's what it is. Needless to say, Elphaba doesn't seem to buy into his monkey business for long. Number 6. That Outlaw Life. Toto, we don't think we're at Shiz anymore. While the show only really shows us Madame Morrible offering Elphaba sorcery tuition, Part 1 takes us into the classroom, opening an important connection between Elphaba's emotions and her powers.
Remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. Once you learn to harness your emotion, the sky's the limit.
It looks like For Good will follow suit, giving us more insight into her life in exile. Sure, we get hints of this in No Good Deed, but here we seem to actually watch Elphaba grow into her powers. She also seems to hold on to mementos that reflect her past and present. From what we've seen so far, these extended scenes aren't just filler or fluff, so we're betting Elphaba's new home still has plenty to offer.
There's no going back.
This is between us, the wizard, and I.
Number 5. The Balcony Reunion. In the show's second act, Elphaba and Glinda don't exactly start out as besties. Without spoiling too much, their first on-stage interaction happens right after Glinda sends Dorothy skipping down the yellow brick road.
How do I start for Emerald City? It's always best to start at the beginning, and all you do is follow the yellow brick road.
However, the trailer's opening moments show a different reunion. We get only a quick glimpse of Elphaba, but Glinda's reaction tells us something has changed between them. Something is not the same.
Elphaba Throp, I know you're out here. Just come in before the monkeys spot you.
Rumor has it this moment comes from Elphaba's brand new song. We're still waiting on a confirmed title, but Cynthia Erivo, who co-wrote it, says it, quote, speaks to the heart of who Elphaba is, and had the team fighting back tears. Time to start stocking up on tissues, we think.
Is it a ballad? Is it upbeat? Surely you're singing.
So Ari and I both have new songs in it. Stephen Schwartz wrote 2 new songs and we did some collaboration on it. So we're definitely singing.
Number 4. What happens to the animals? We all know Elphaba's a fierce animal advocate, even if most of that work happens off stage.
My heart's desire is for you to help the animals. Something bad is happening to them and they need you.
Since the events of Defying Gravity, she's been working tirelessly in the background, and it looks like the movie's finally bringing that to the forefront. The trailer gives us winged monkeys, animals fleeing a burning village, and most strikingly, a full-on stampede in what looks very much like Glinda and Fiero's wedding. Don't worry, we'll get to that. It's the kind of moment that's hard to stage but looks powerful on screen, and it could give Glinda yet another reason to turn on her former friend. That said, there's still one animal we're yet to see.
They can take away my job, but I shall continue speaking out. Listen to me, you're not being told the whole story.
Number 3. An unfamiliar riff. While we get snippets of No Good Deed and For Good in the trailer, there's one soundbite we can't quite place from the soundtrack we know. Director John M. Chu is keeping his cards close to his chest, but we have to wonder if it comes from Elphaba's new song. Sure, it could be Erivo's take on No Good Deed. We all know she's going to sing the shiz out of that. And it's basically the next thing we hear in the trailer. Still, we're pretty convinced they're teasing us with the tiniest sliver of a song we're all desperate to hear.
So movie 2, there might be some new songs you'll see, and that's exciting.
He says, Mike, this is entertainment tonight. Let's confirm this right now.
And if it is tied to the balcony scene, it's the perfect placement. Number 2. More Dorothy, and her little dog too. On stage, the most we see of Dorothy is as a shadow puppet tossing water at Elphaba. But from the first teaser, it seems clear she'll have a bigger role in the movie. And honestly, knowing who she surrounds herself with, we can't wait to see how it all connects.
I thought, well, if we don't do a full production, we're not going to see how that world affects the storytelling.
So far, the shots we've seen seem to mirror some classic Wizard of Oz moments, which makes us think they're saving the real surprises for later.
You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. You'll find he is a wizard, a whiz, if ever a whiz there was.
Also, remember how the heels of the silver slippers, now in Dorothy's possession, are shaped like a twister or a tornado? This time we also see her stepping into a puddle. Honestly, must have been raised in a barn. If you know, you know.
Bring me the broom of the Wicked Witch of the West.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. The mystery figures and the horses they rode in on. Is it Fiero? Is it Glinda? Or is it someone else entirely? We're guessing we're staying green until the film's release.
You can say if I haven't changed for the better.
More Dulcibert. Elfie and Nessa's sweet nanny appears to be back.
Dulcibert is there on the platform and doesn't respond when spoken to. We actually see in the script, she purposefully shakes her head before Madame Morrible approaches and stays silent on purpose. I think if we had had this scene, there would be a greater chance that we would get some sort of resolution to her story in Wicked for Good.
An encore for Wizomania? Have the Wizard's guards joined Wizomania? Or will we get another surprise performance?
The Wicked Witch can't elude us forever. Not with Prince Fiero and his squadron hot on her trail.
More poppies. Seems fitting for the Wizard to be wearing poppies, given how he has all Oz asleep under his spell. Under construction, the Yellow Brick Road. This one calls back to part 1 rather than building on the show.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz. No one believed in you more than I did.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Wedding That Never Was.
Fiero and I are getting married.
He asked you already?
Oh, he doesn't know yet.
Since our very first look at the Wicked movie, we've been teased with images of Glinda in a wedding dress. Now, as anyone who's seen the show knows, Glinda and Fiero never actually make it down the aisle. In fact, their engagement barely lasts a song.
You hear that? Water will melt her? People are so empty-headed they'll believe anything.
Fiero! Oh, yes. Thanks plenty, dearest. He's gone to fetch me a refreshment. He's so thoughtful that way.
Well, to Fiero at least. In the new trailer, we see Glinda in a stunning wedding dress walking down the aisle toward Fiero, who looks like he'd rather be anywhere else.
Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun.
We all have our theories about what this could mean, but as Chu told Vanity Fair, quote, "A wedding might up the ante for all parties involved, and it's harder to forgive certain things in certain scenarios. How scandalous."
Scandalocious.
Yeah, it is both those things, yeah.
Did the For Good trailer leave you with any questions? Let us know in the comments.
For a while there, I thought you changed.
I have changed.